Alright, I'm not sure if I'm being heard or not, but I'm waiting on YouTube to respond, and then I will. There we go. Okay, we are live, and of course, the second I got started, I bumped my camera. Hi, I'm Charles Deering. Like it or not. If you don't like it, throw me a thumbs down. If you like it or want to give it a chance, subscribe, click the bell, click the word all, and maybe share it to people. If not, but by God, at least we got something to watch. Or you can get a root canal if you like. This is Kingfisher. This will be tentatively, this is scheduled to be released in Scroll Saw Woodworking and Crafts of spring of 2022 because they plan way ahead. Hello, Pat. And they have to have it in their possession by July 5th, so I have to hurry up and get it done. I did some of it real late at night, so that's why more is done since the last live stream. Why not make all the sound effects I can? We just have the bird left, the tree, and the obligatory signature. So, I am just going to get right back into it. Before I do that, I'll try to answer the typical questions. If you have any other questions, feel free to throw them out there because we've all started somewhere. And that's how we learn. This is 1/4-inch maple ply. 22-inch Hegner. I'm using number 5 flat-ended spiral flying Dutchmans. Hello, JJE. I buy them at woodenteddybear.com. Now, I've had a couple places where the veneer has popped off, but I've saved those pieces in order to glue them back into place. So ordinarily I wouldn't do that, but I don't have time to restart this. So I'm just going to have to go with what I go with. And to explain the blue tape, this piece didn't break off, but it cracked, and I didn't want to risk it breaking off, so I put tape under it. Because while I was busy holding on to the piece to work on the tree here, I slightly bent that with my finger because I wasn't paying attention, because that's how I am. So that's what the tape is for. So to do the fun parts, I will come over to the bird, or the branch and the bird, and then we'll move on over to the tree and we'll be done. But let's hope we can all get it done on one live stream. We can all get it done. What I meant is we can get it all done. Let's hope. All right, so we got 2 friendly viewers talking to each other. That's a good thing. And my attention was way off. Maybe I should recheck how it's in the clamp, because I might have way too much tension now. No, I don't. Now, don't want to break tradition, so I do have gory ones on the back of my hands, but that gives it character, I reckon. All right, let me make sure everything's within reach, and we'll get rolling here. What I mean by rolling is scrolling. We got 3 people watching. Please don't hesitate. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, inquiries, or complaints, I do listen to complaints, but the tackier they are, the tackier I am. But, you know, if you're calm about it, by God, we'll address it. All right, we are ready. It hasn't been 18 minutes, but why stick with tradition on everything? Let's get going. And when I'm the only one on the panel, I cannot see the comments or respond to them unless I peek up every now and then while I'm cutting. But usually it's in between cuts. But every now and then I'll glance up, and if I see it, I'll respond to it. If I don't see it, I can't respond to it, but I never intentionally ignore anybody. I don't think. I'm sure I've been known to once or twice in my life, depending on who it is. And of course that debris won't just fall out, so I'm going to have to push it out. There we go. I don't usually start live streams this late at night, but well, I say late at night, but it's 8:49 p.m. I usually try to start 6 or 7 p.m., but I was otherwise busy. So, but it's been a while since we've done a live stream, so I figured why the heck not? It's a Friday night. I think it's Friday night if my days and nights are back to normal. So we might end up with 5 people. That's all right. We're not here for a popularity contest, just something for somebody to watch. And if you learn something cool, if you're entertained, cool. If not, I guess I need to work on my material by God. And yes, I babble because I hate dead air. But there are times I run out of things to say, so some people appreciate that. I do dog myself a lot for entertainment purposes, but worse problems to have. Other people dog me too, but I don't lose sleep over it. And here we are. I'm still finding voids in the wood, so every now and then a piece will just chip off, but if it's not important to the design, I don't really care. But when you're doing it for being published, you want to be as accurate as you can because I guess the average consumer is going to want to compare the cutting of the photograph they see to the pattern that got published. So that's why it's kind of important. So that's why usually when a veneer pops off, I'll try to alter the design. But if it's on the perimeter of the bird, I can't do that because if I cut out where the perimeter is gone, then there would be weird spaces on the side of the bird. So there's that. And I don't know if you ever notice it when I'm cutting and suddenly the piece jumps a little bit, not up, but like forward. That's when there's a void in the void in one of the layers. It's less resistance on the blade, so now I have to be real careful when I'm cutting. There was 2 voids in just this one little cut that I felt. So apparently the voids are going all kinds of different directions. And for giggles, even though there's only 4 people watching, somebody may not have seen the source photo that I did this design from. So either pay attention to the cutting now and then look at the thing I derived it from, or look at the photo and then when we get back you can compare it to this. It's not for you to get impressed, it's just to show you the photo I worked from. This is from a site called Pixabay. These are free to use. I cropped it from here, so you're not going to see every bit of this. I cropped it. And for people that don't know what cropping is, it means you're just using a section of it. And I believe I cropped it right about here at the top. Where did I crop it at the side? Right about here on the side. And the bottom just below here. Yeah, so we cropped it. But yeah, it's free download. I think you have to create a thing to log in. Because if you try to download it, I think it will tell you to log in, but I don't remember. Let's find out. Yeah, you have to log in. You don't necessarily have to use Google or Facebook. You can create an account. So, yeah, it's free. But there are sites out there. See, free for commercial use. Blah 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 blah. In other words, you don't have to give credit, but it doesn't hurt. Because the person's name is there if you want to give credit to who the photographer was and this and that. So there's that. Let me get back over to StreamYard, and now you've seen the source photo. Now I'm going to go back to the scrolling portion. If anybody just happened to pop in right as I was closing that screen, let me know, and at some point I'll show the source photo again. Plus, if we get more viewers, I'll do so again as well, just in case somebody wants to see it. I did a bunch of little stuff off the air because I don't generally do live streams if it's like 2 or 3 in the morning or early or late, or however you want to word it. And but I needed to get this done in order to have for them to have it by July 5th. So that's why I worked on it off the air, because I need to get it done. But I've been busy doing outdoor craft while it's not raining, so needed to get back on it, and here we are. Doesn't seem to be any voids in that cutout, so there's not voids everywhere, just a few places. Y'all feel free to chat amongst each other or ask questions or make comments, whatever the case may be. If you're a butt nugget, I won't respond to it necessarily, but sometimes my temper lets me. Not my proudest moments, but I'm human. Now, if you're a beginner and or you're watching for the first time and you have questions, you're afraid of looking stupid, don't, because that's how we learn. So please don't hold back if you have any questions. Nobody has ever made fun of anybody for having a beginner question on these live streams, because if they do, they'd be blocked and banned by God, because we're rough and tough around these parts. That's a little joke there, but we do avoid people like that. Just saying. And I felt another void there. That's why the piece jumped. And when I say jump, I don't mean shattering up and down. I'm referring to, like, if I'm cutting this way and suddenly it goes slightly quicker. That was an exaggeration. That's an example of it going across nothing underneath the wood or one of the layers. And so the resistance goes away, so that what the amount of pressure you were using to push isn't there, because there's just dead air, a space where there's a void in the layers. So this is apparently one of the very few sheets that is crappy, but it's working for the most part. We're going to take our obligatory Dr. Pepper swig. I'm not sponsored by them, but I probably should be, but here we go. Take a drink, then we'll get right back on it. Y'all talk to me. Oh, that's some good stuff, just saying. Now, the four of you that are watching, since you're the ones watching, you have a right to ask. If you want me to get closer with the camera, further away, different angle, let me know. I'm limited on angles, but I try to keep the camera about this far away so that I don't, so it's not in my way when I'm moving the piece around. But I try to have as much of the piece showing as possible while I'm cutting. So there's that. I'm cutting somewhat slow because of the voids in the wood. I don't want it to mess up the design. But also because that's a single line cut, and I don't want to alter the shape of that either. What I call single line cut, some people call veining. It's where it's where you're cutting on the line. Everywhere else I cut just inside of the line in the waist area of the cut. And I use spiral blades only. The one advantage to that, you can do it with flat blades, but it's quicker with spirals, is if you go, wait, I almost sneezed. But let's say I'm cutting this line right here, and I'm going to exaggerate, but let's say I go off the line on the waist area. You can use the spiral blade to just sand that right off where that wave was. You saw how quickly that went. It can be done with a flat blade, just in my opinion, probably not as quickly. So anytime you see me going back and forth, that's me shaving it up to the line. It's not always needed, but sometimes I care more than other times. So there's that. And there we go. All right, y'all talk to me out there, dag blabbit. There's 5 people watching, or maybe 4. I might be one of them because I monitor the viewing page sometimes. Or at least have it open. Matter of fact, let me check because sometimes I get help or review when I don't live stream very often. It's just the joys of YouTube. Sometimes they do it before I even go live. Yep, it's already being held for review, so we're gonna click request review, blah blah bull stank. Well, they didn't waste much time, but yeah, every now and then they'll do it before the stream even starts. So that's an algorithm bunch of crap. Hello, Mr. Meadows. Mr. Russ Meadows, Rusty Nails with a Z. By God. And why not break a blade, because we don't want things to go too smoothly. So every now and then you want to break a blade just to keep people on their toes. That would scare 10 ordinary men, but I'm far from ordinary. But I do get scared easily. I don't care who you are, that's funny. Kiss it. And on my particular saw, I don't know if it happens to other people. When I break a blade, sometimes it will loosen the tension, so I recheck it between each blade chains, but it seems to like it didn't. Yeah, you got here just in time to drink. It's a drinking game. Doesn't have to be alcohol. If I break a blade, you get to take a drink. But yeah, I broke a blade. I forgot what the hell I was talking about because I derail myself quite often. And I'm trying to remember what the hell I was talking about. Yes, I said hell. This ain't a kiddie show, by God. I'm kidding. We don't say the F word or anything unless I'm pissed, which has been known to happen. But not very often. Now, tomorrow being Saturday, I do have outdoor crap to do, but I do still need to finish this piece. So if for some reason I don't finish it on this live stream, it won't be as late at night. I hope. If I live stream tomorrow being Saturday, depending on when you're watching this, or where you're located while watching this. Now, I've mentioned this before. A lot of people asking for pointers on how to scroll. In general, some people will say do all the little cuts first, but I don't do it that way. I'm not saying that's wrong advice. I'm saying hello, Mac. I'm saying that the reason why most often the reason why I cut a lot of the big cuts out is to reduce the weight of the piece I'm working on. And in this case, it's not big enough to really be heavy. But psychologically, it looks like you've gotten more done if you got viewers. And the reason why I don't really worry about whether or not I'm cutting the big pieces, because some people say, "Hey, what? Won't that make the rest of the piece weak?" And technically, it might, which is why I broke this with my finger accidentally. But this right here is the weakest piece there, and that's kind of sturdy. But take in mind, you can have your fingers right next to that blade to stabilize something. So that's why I don't worry about uh, cutting all the little pieces first. Just saying. So Mac Pierce has joined us. Now, if any of you are beginners, I do tend to forget the things a beginner would think of, so that's why I do better answering questions. Yeah, every now and then I bring psychology in, Mac, but I don't always think of what a beginner would want to know, so that's why I always encourage questions. It's not because I think it's too obvious to not think of. It didn't make any damn sense, Charles. What? I don't know what the words are. I try to answer what the wood is, what the blade is, and what the saw is before I start. But every now and then I'll just, as I'm doing something, I'll think, okay, maybe a beginner would want to know that, or somebody just scrolling in general, or somebody beginner with spirals, blah 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 blah. And so I'll mention it just randomly. But most times, since I can't read minds, if I could, I'd be the perfect husband. Uh, I don't always think of what somebody would want to know, so that's why I very much encourage questions. Now, one of the, I'll explain in a second why that line went wavy instead of straight. That little crook in that line wasn't supposed to happen, but I don't know if it's on camera to show you what happened. Which is the drawback of cutting out the big pieces first. And this is not the scroll saw table, it's just a table I put over my scroll saw to have a bigger surface. Now the reason why I got that little, I don't even know if you can see it. It was supposed to be a smooth, straight line, or somewhat of a curved line, but it has that little nook in it because one of these points right here hit the edge of the table and it caught me, or it caught on the table, so I went off the line a little bit. So these are the hazards of being Charles Deering. That and you lose friends. Things happen. Rush Meadow says, does that bring the price down, Charles? Hell no. It adds character, Cletus. I don't get sales anyway, so there's that. Every now and then desperation brings the price down. So fine, I'll take a quarter. I don't care. I need food. Yeah. Russ always looking for that price break. Yeah. Yeah, the price goes up because, it's unique, by God. Yeah. Sorry, just stretching my face and it has sound effects. All right. I have noticed since I started scrolling that my eyesight's going to hell. But I don't like using magnifier lights because it messes with my eyes to suddenly see something up close like that. It's kind of hard to explain. So I just suffer and gripe about it. It's more fun to gripe about it. And I'm going so slow because, number one, I don't want to go off the line. Number two, if there's a void in the wood, it'll make it go to crap anyway. So, yeah, Lord Jesus. Yes, sir, I'm sewing. Hello, Jerry's Machines. Y'all check him out. That's Jerry Blakely. We're sewing wood. But that being said, if you have, and this isn't aimed at Jerry, it's aimed at anybody listening. If you have experience sewing, but you've never scroll sawed, uh, believe it or not, you'll be better at it than you think you will be because a lot of people that have done sewing have that hand-eye coordination and steady hand, for lack of a better way of putting it, for doing this. Because you're staying on the line, you got to stay on a line for sewing too. Just saying. At least that's what I've found. I mean, I don't sew. I'd probably have more clothes if I sewed because I could repair them, but I like holes. Anyway, yeah, but I have found that people that do a lot of hand-eye coordination and steady hand type work outside of scrolling are decent at scrolling. Because some beginners, their hands are all over the place and jiggly lines and this and that, so that's normal. But if you have those things in your past, you tend to be a better beginner. Just saying. Now this is with a spiral blade on a flat blade. The teeth are all on the front, so you have to move the piece around like this, steering it. But on spiral, you can steer around like this because it's going in all directions. I hope that makes sense because wording is not my friend. Hello, Lynn. Handcrafted wood designs. That would be Leonard Davis. And if I'm wrong, it's because he lied to me. I'm kidding. Oh, God. Jerry said I can do both pretty decent at it. Now ask me if I like doing either. Jerry, do you like doing either of them? You told me to ask, so I had it. And even after 9 p.m. at night, it's still a little warm in this here shop. And the reason why I undid that is every now and then it just feels weird. So you want to make sure the tension's correct. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry, I'm not wide awake here. We got 9 people watching. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, inquiries, or complaints, chug them on out there. Yep, I'm about the same way. The reason why I read comments out loud is some people just listen to live streams. And at least for some people, live chat sections don't always show up on replays of live streams. So that's why I always try to read all the comments out loud. Because other people go, well, hell, we can see the thing. But it also lets you know who I'm responding to and what. Leonard said he wouldn't lie to me. Oh, I love you. But Jerry's saying he likes it about as much as root canals. He also said it's pretty bad when one doing the work is tired and bored. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm tired, but I'm not real bored. If I could figure out sentences, I'd have a lot more to say. I get more bored when I'm not live because that's one of the reasons I'm not live is because I'm so bored. But it's a shame to think, but every now and then something like this can bore people watching. That's why every now and then you get a thumbs down or low viewership or butt nuggets. There's people out there that don't like me, which is another shock, I know, but I am an acquired taste. Some people don't like my taste. Take that however you will. Yeah. I got the fan blowing right on me and the window unit on, but by God, it's warm in here. And yes, I'm whining, because I can. But I don't have any kind of dust collection, so my window unit tends to get sawdust in the Hoosier What's it's pretty often. So every now and then I got to clean it out. I wish there was a quicker way, but as these things happen. And Leonard Davis is asking, and yes, you do, Jerry. Don't lie. Just kidding. Leonard says, Charles, have you started to finish and sell your scroll work, or is it still in the corner? I have a section on my website that says finished pieces, and in some cases, those prices are negotiable because it depends on the mindset of when I'm pricing them. I've started it, but there's not a demand for it, and they're not all up there because it's a process, and there's a lot of pieces to that process. Well, thank you, Mac. Your flattery will get you everywhere. Uh, some of it's all in the corner, but a lot of it's on the website. But it's getting there. But yeah, I don't. Art is not a necessity, and I'm a sucky salesman, so there's that. Maybe one of the reasons I don't get a lot of sales is because I say I'm a sucky salesman. But some people say, "Oh, that'll sell itself." Bull stanky. I wouldn't have piles of pieces laying around if it sold itself. I tell you what, by God. Thank you, mister. Yeah, if you go to my website in the far right column, scroll down, it'll say finished pieces, and then you'll look at them prices and you go, good googly moogly, you dreaming. And in some cases, yes, but other cases, by God, y'all know how long this stuff takes to do. Yeah, checks in the mail, just don't cash it because it'll be bouncing all over the place. I really wish I had some cool air blowing on me, but I don't, so there's that. But at least I'm not sweating all over this stunning piece. Was I convincing when I said this was a stunning piece? Because I wanted to sound like, wow. But I'm not one to toot my own horn. I don't like arrogance. Just saying. I don't want to sit here and say, oh, I suck. But I don't want to say, God, I'm good either. You can't really find that happy medium. Oh, let's see. That's the hazards of live. I just broke that. But it can be glued, okay? So y'all don't fret none. That's off the air. Or not off the air, off the camera. I broke that right there. Now I got to glue that, but it didn't knock any veneer off, so I can just, what you call it, put a little dab of glue there. But one thing I am going to do, now see, that's just another hazard of taking out them big cuts. All right, Jerry, appreciate you driving by. Have fun with that paint. That's another hazard of doing the big cuts first, is if you get too brittle. Now, I think this is just a faulty wood, not all jokes aside, because, it's had veneers pop off and voids in the wood and this and that, or in some of the layers of the ply. So I think it's just weaker than it usually is. But I'm just going to stick this piece of tape under there so that if I bump it again, it's less likely to just pop off. And I'm just pressing it down to stabilize it until I can get around to gluing it, by God. Plus, it reminds me of where I need to glue. Just saying. All right. So we don't want to have this piece looking too perfect. So we want to screw it up every chance we get. You know what I mean? All right. And I wasn't even working over there. I was way over here, and my dag blabbit. I guess I can move this fancy-looking, professional-looking banner in order to show y'all every aspect. Boom, bippy, 3, 2, 1, it's gone. And there's that little period because I don't want to take up too much room on the camera. You know what I mean, Cletus? All right. All right, let's get back to it. I tell you what. And yes, that bird's a little floppy right there, but by God, we can handle it. Now, some of y'all know this because y'all are regulars, but not every piece is worth its weight in gold because y'all seen me finish pieces, and then right after I'm done, I'll chunk it up against the wall just to watch it shatter and watch people poop themselves. Oh my God! But I don't do that with like pieces that took weeks unless it looks like crap. Just saying. Or unless I'm having a mental breakdown, which has been known to happen when I work on 8-foot wide horse scenes. I dang near went insane on that one. Whew. But y'all got to witness the biggest piece I ever cut. Wasn't the most detailed, but it was the biggest. Whew. Lord, that was back when I did live streams all the damn time. Now I'm just all spread out and stuff like that. Oh, God, yes, I'm talking funny on purpose because I am not a mature individual, but these things happen. That's what we want to do is occasionally bump that camera crane because we don't want to spoil people, right? Don't want a perfectly still picture. All right, let's get back to it. Now, we haven't had any severe breakages, but if we do, I will have to start over. Obviously, it won't all be on live streams, but I don't want to be this far along and have to start over. Technically, I should have started over when the veneer popped off over there, but I don't often do what I should. Just saying. Then you want to randomly cough in hopes that you go off the line. God, it's hot in here. Did I mention that? I probably did. I don't often repeat myself. Yes, I do. And Leonard says, looks like you've been spending more time designing. Yeah, I design every now and then. When I'm burned out at the saw, I'll start designing. If I don't do that, then I'm doing other crap. Because sometimes I get burned out designing. Every now and then, a very low level of depression will hit, saying, well, people ain't buying anyways, blah, blah, blah. But that's just me feeling sorry for myself every now and then. But what I do, it is a narrow market because not everybody wants to spend that long on a single project and or are scared of detail patterns, and that's all right. But yeah, I've also been getting outdoor stuff done around here. Ain't no way in hell I'm moving north. Sorry. Because I'd be griping about the cold. I'll find something to gripe about, don't you worry. There's always something to gripe about. That's why I'm losing friends. But I'm not losing sleep. So there's that. Excuse me, that was a random hiccup. All right, moving on up to bird there. Did I mention it's hot? I think I might have, yeah. And I'm right in front of that fan, and I can't feel it. That tells me it needs to be cleaned. On a serious note, if you ever notice there's a fan blowing on you and you're not feeling air much, if you take off that plastic cover that covers the motor and crap, and you blow it out with compressed air, it will blow harder and you'll feel it better. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, that was DB talking. It talks back every now and then. It doesn't announce it's going to be coming and talking, but it just does. But you obviously also don't want furry fins on your fan either. That I don't know if that's a nicotine or a dust thing or both. But yeah, every now and then you gotta take off the fins and clean those off too. But dust in the motor and crap will it'll blow at speeds and stuff, but you won't be able to feel it near as much. I hope all that makes sense because I'm not good at deciphering words. So it's time to clean that fan because it's sitting. It's only like 4 to 5 feet from me, but and it's all the way up. I can't feel nothing, so I figured I'd sit here and whine about it. And it might be the case next time I go to use it because I'll forget about it and not go clean it. You know what I mean? You should clean it when you're done here. Well, I got other crap to do. You know what I mean? Come on now. Lynn says life is like a fan, sucks on one side, blows on the other, and it's all messed up in the middle. By God, put that on a t-shirt, Cletus. It's funny, I've seen Leonard in the hangout a long time ago. He's all kinds of animated out there in the chat, but in hangouts when I'm trying to be goofy, he looks at me like I'm retarded, which I might be, but it's funny because I don't know, just the difference of seeing him in person, so to speak, versus in a chat. He looked totally unentertained, and maybe he was, because I'm not always funny. I know that's a shock. Whew. I need to hire a harem of girls with little fans just to. They don't have to feed me grapes or nothing. Just have one of those big old fluffy fans to cool the man off while he's working like a son of a ding dang. I tell you what. Y'all stop laughing. By God, that's serious work right there. Does anybody watching want to see the source photo I did this design from? If not, I won't be disappointed. But some people might want to say, I wonder what picture he did that from. Now, maybe not all of them talk like that, but some of them might want to know. Just saying. All right. Thank you for your answering. I'm kidding. I'm guessing most people watching are regulars. Maybe not. None of us are really regular. Well, we take favor. I'm kidding. Come on now. Now, Max says, Charles, you know good and well that if you had a harem, you'd never make it to the shop. You bet your hind parts act like you know me. Shoot. If I had a harem, I'd know that they were on meds or something because they'd clearly be at the wrong house. I've seen me. I am not a chick magnet. I know that shocks pretty much nobody, but yeah. The ladies do not flock to my door unless they're mental. And that's not me talking myself. It's just a guy. It's just the truth. Just saying, Cletus. And actually, I make it to the shop every day. I just don't always use the shop. A lot of times, I'm just sat there at the computer. God, I hope I can find something to do. Yeah. And other times, I'm doing anatomical research on the computer. You got to stay accurate. Yeah. It'd be fun to say, yeah, I always research the latest artistic trends. That's a bunch of crap. I just do my own thing, you know what I mean? I started out this live stream tired, so I'm obviously more tired now. Hello, Mr. Chris. They don't flock to my door, Chris Nealon, by God. Oh, I'm going to stretch my back because I've been here for 42 whole minutes. You believe that? By God. Whether you're laughing at me or laughing with me, at least you're laughing. By God, you could be sitting there crying about something. So you're welcome. But it is not as fun to scroll when you're uncomfortable, and I don't mean that mentally. I mean, as I've mentioned, it's kind of freaking warm in here. And that piece just suddenly jumped. That tells me there's a void in the wood, and luckily the veneer that popped off was in the waist area. But yay, we didn't have enough voids in the wood, so why the hell not? Let's add some more. Crap. Sorry, my gutter language. I am plumb sorry for you snowflakes out there. Everybody else, howdy day. We could talk politics. Chris Nealon loves it when we talk politics. I'm kidding. Don't freak out or nothing. Come on now. Actually, I haven't really been keeping up with politics besides the obvious news, but so there's that. Another word for politics is chaos. I gotta go to my room. So I guess I have to end the live stream because I can't play with y'all no more. I'm sorry. I got in trouble again. I'm actually way more tired than you can imagine, but we gotta fight through it for the people. That's what we do here. Well, if I go to my room, the live stream's even more boring, if we're being honest here. Kiss my hind parts, Mac. Just saying, if you'd behave, you wouldn't get sent to your room. Just saying. I don't have to behave because it's my show and I'm arrogant and everything. Just kidding. Chris Newland says, went to the Home Depot to buy a log splitter. He says, but I'm a Taiwanese. I'm fluent in Taiwanese. Anyways, to buy a log splitter, not one employee could help me. Arg, I'll be there at 6:30 a.m. tomorrow. Need to get things done. Dag blabbit. He didn't say dag blabbit, but we don't say damn it on this show, so I would never say damn it. So rest assured, your kids won't hear me say damn it unless they're listening. You're welcome. Well, a lot of people get a job just to have a job. They don't actually learn the job and, stuff like that. Now, I don't want to get foul mouthed or nothing, but Mac is saying, damn it. Now you got Charles saying, damn it, Chris. Damn it. Dag nabbit. Sorry. Says Chris. That's all right, damn it. Everybody calm the hell down. Sorry. If I offended any of you, I'm really not sorry, because if you get offended by the words damn it, just find another hobby. God love you. In general, I try not to offend people, but these things happen. Depends on my mood, damn it. Oh, did I say damn it? I'm plumb sorry. I'm not known for my maturity. That's probably a shock to nobody, but yeah. You might learn something, but if you want maturity, you're in the wrong show, Cletus. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. All right? Because we're honest with our folks here. I'm a lot of things, but one thing I am not is a liar. Well, I offend myself every time I look in the mirror. Damn, Leonard's leaving us. He says, bedtime later, all good to see you back live, Charles. Thank you, Leonard. I appreciate that. Tell that to the 3 people that are upset that I keep saying, damn it, please. And I know that's not good for maturity and views and this and that, but if you have a sense of humor, you'll love this channel, or at least tolerate it. Just saying. Sleep well, Leonard. As in Leonard. Russ Clarity called Leonard Leonard once, or more than once. No, he didn't call him Leonard. He called him Leonard. Yeah, because he's good with names and words. But I pointed it out and got in trouble. Everybody else says he laughs right along with him. What can you do, huh? Some people aren't consistent buttholes. Yes, I said that word. That's one I didn't want to repeat because it's a little less mature. Just saying. And we try to be mature on the show. Y'all believe that, right? Hell no. Actually, I think one of the reasons I'm so tired, even though I took a late nap, is because I forgot to take my meds this morning. And when I take them, I get tired. And when I don't take them, I get a different kind of tired. It adds a fog to my head. I know that freaks y'all out. What? There's fog in his brain? Right next to them cobwebs, all that fog is all around it. Just saying. Makes me a little more loopy when I don't have my meds in me. My meds are for panic attacks, not for being mental. That's just the grace of God right there. Because you've heard what they say. You can't fix stupid. But I ain't stupid. I'm just not a butt monkey, depending on who you ask. But if anybody thinks I'm a butt monkey, don't watch. Oh, there's an idea. One of the biggest cuts in this bird, and I missed the pilot hole. You believe that? Let's give me a 30 thumbs ups for that, because it takes a lot of skill to forget them pilot holes. You know what? Oh, never mind. I was looking at the wrong. I did not forget the pilot hole. See, man, it's just hidden at the corner there. So I was wanting to throw y'all off, seeing if you're paying attention. Hello, Larry. Yeah. So I did not. I sold myself short there. Looky there, Cletus. I did not forget the pilot hole. It's just sitting right there at the corner. See right there? Y'all thought I forgot the pilot hole. I would never do such a thing. And if you're watching for the first time, I don't talk like this. I don't talk normal because that's boring. Just saying. Good God, it's warm in here. I don't know if I've mentioned that, but that sounds like a reason to take a swig of Dr. Pepper. Now, if this was a commercial for Dr. Pepper, I'd say that cool, refreshing Dr. Pepper with 23 authentic blend of flavors. Yeah. But it's not a commercial, so I'm going to say I like this stuff and I'm going to drink it. All right. That's a cat port, in case you was wondering. Oh, Lord, that's some good stuff. They don't say that on commercials. Lord, that's good. Shoo, doggy. But that might be why I'm not in commercials. Yeah. 30 thumbs up, by God, we're a few short. I probably have at least one thumbs down. If I don't, I will, because, people love me. And if you believe I'm that arrogant, then you don't know me. And I just felt another void in the woods. And there's another one. Not a fan of all these damn voids in the damn wood. Did I say damn? Damn it! I don't usually have this problem with the voids in the wood, but it happens. You don't want me singing. I haven't taken my meds yet. No thumbs down yet. Somebody's going to see that as a challenge. I tell you what, somebody's going to do it just to spite me. That's all right. By God, it's hot in here. I don't think I've mentioned that, but y'all should know that. It's a little warm. You don't want me to start singing, "We got all." I'm sorry. No, if Steve Nealon was here, you'd know it. I think. Good Lord. I'll pay one of y'all $1,000 to just stand here with a fan right up 3 inches from my face, with the cover on, because I don't want to chop it up. Spite done, LOL. Love you too. By God. Well, I don't know if I can continue because when you get thumbs down, it's the end of the world. It's plumb unfortunate. Some people let it ruin their day. I only get bothered if there's like 10 or more kind of thing. I get one or two thumbs down almost all the time, so it doesn't bother me. But if I get a whole bunch, I'm thinking, well, good Lord, there's a bunch of butthurt people there. But even then, if you start getting active on YouTube as a maker, whatever the hell, what do they call them? Content creator. Thumbs down just mean activity on your channel. It doesn't influence the channel. Sometimes it makes people wonder why there's so many thumbs down, so it makes them watch, so it's another view. Just saying. Chris Nealon, he fixed it. Yay! All right, so y'all know Mac can be bought. He can be bribed. If you pay him enough, he'll fan you. Just saying. But it's going to be a hell of a trip. I'll be done before he gets here. No, I won't, because I'll probably be napping again. And another reason I'm babbling is I I don't want to concentrate on how freaking hot it is in here. But I got probably 3 inches of dust on my window unit, so I probably need to clear that off of there, out of the fins and filter and stuff. But it's way over there, and I can't hardly reach it because my shop is so organized and clean. It was at one time. I showed y'all a picture, but that's the only proof I got because it's all kinds of ate up now. Just saying. How hoy is it? What the hell does that mean, sir? Yeah, I done cut the roof. Sorry, Chris, if that's related to something I said. I don't remember what I said. No, I'd answer the door because I almost never get visitors. Yeah, that's to Mac Pierce. I didn't read his comment because I don't always read the comments because I'm tired and I'm babbling. So there's that. By God, I'm getting tired as hell all of a sudden. Why the hell not? Don't want to get too smooth here. I'm gonna try to at least get the bird done before I end the live stream. Because unless people are new to my channel, most people don't watch these live streams to actually see, wow, look at that cut he just did on that project. No, they probably come here to just hang out, something to do outside the ordinary, and it's better than a root canal, at least for some people. I am not wearing my G-string bikini for tonight's show. That was last night, and I wasn't live. Sorry. That's to Mac if you're not reading comments. He said, it's so hot, Charles is wearing his G-string bikini. Held up by broken blades. I've only broken one blade, I think, on this live stream anyway. Yeah, thanks for that image, Mac. Not. Don't be hating, Larry. I'm pretty damn sexy. Just kidding. Yeah. Well, trust me on this. I mean, if humor's sexy, I'm plumb sexy, but yeah, I'm not sexy there. Just saying. If I had a panel right now, they'd all be agreeing that I'm not sexy, but I don't have a panel because people don't love me, and that's all right. I don't have to be loved. But 5 or 6 people had the link, but that's all right. I'm kidding. I'm not starved for a panel because I'm finding a way to do this anyways, ain't I? By God. Not that scar, Chris. Come on now. The only scars I got coming soon. Right, cheer and cheer. Because cheer and cheer, really? Right here and here. It's because I'm a gory feller. We got 10 people watching. If you got any comments, questions, complaints, suggestions, or inquiries, look at that. I didn't even stutter. Throw them on out there. Man, I am suddenly tired as all kinds of hell. But sorry, you did not hear the word hell, damn it. The reason why I'm cutting so slow is, well, there's 2 reasons. The detail is precise enough I don't want to go off the line that much because since it's being published, I want to stay accurate. But also, with as many voids as in the inner layers of this plywood, if you hit a void, it wants to jump and it'll go all kinds off the line. I hate it when I get this tired on a live stream, but we're going to at least finish this bird before we end the live stream, just saying. Luckily, there's not 3,000 more cuts on it. Let's count. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 more cuts on the bird. Then you may have to wait till the next live stream for the awesome tree right here. That could take 23,000 hours. I'm just kidding. Not quite that many. But for any of you that don't follow me on Facebook, any patterns I had that were $20 or higher are now down to $15, and a lot of the $15 ones that used to be $15 are down to $10. So I no longer have any patterns any more expensive than $15, but the average ones are $7 to $10. There's 14 ebooks for $14.95 each. They come with an average of 4 to 6 patterns per ebook, and there's not a bunch of wasteful words. It's just pictures broken down into 4 pieces, so you can splice them together. And by God, they are. I think their dimensions are 16 inches by whatever, so that they'll fit on most scroll saws. But I don't know if it works for flat blades or not. Sorry, I had to yawn. We got 12 people watching. Much obliged. If I reach my arm real far, I can feel that window unit, but I don't want to have to reach my arm real far in order to feel it. Just saying. And yes, I will continue to gripe about it. Good Lord. I don't like being this tired this early in the live stream, dagnabbit. I'm not one of those live streams that makes it a point to just go 1 hour and then I stop. I go till I don't want to go no more, and I'm headed towards that because I'm tired as hell, but we're going to at least finish this bird, just saying. I have some kind of head congestion because my ears feel clogged up and I can't hardly hear nothing. So there's that. I'm going to see if I can find some more things to gripe about. But in the meantime, we'll keep scrolling. You can do it. I'll try for the people. Excuse me. Y'all remember when we used to have a relatively full panel, but those same people get the links every time, but less and less people showing up, but that's all right. I'm not here for popularity. I'm here for scrolling and fun. No, I've never nodded off during a live stream because if I feel that happening, I end the live stream. I'm sure a lot of my viewers have nodded off. Just saying. So if I stay real quiet for about 10 minutes and then suddenly yell boo, somebody's going to poop themselves. Just saying. It won't be me because I know the boo is coming. Just saying. Just a random bit of conversation. It totally popped into my head. Did you know that if you have a house fire and they have to reinstall or basically rebuild their house, but they also do all the smoke detectors all in one day? Did you know that all those batteries die right around the same time and you have beeps all over your house? So you're going to go insane unless you go get 9-volt batteries? Yep, I found that out. I didn't fall on the floor. I slowly got on the floor so I wouldn't fall on the floor. So kiss my hind parts, Mr. Mac. Just saying. You're a sick puppy, Mr. Nealon. Yeah, but yesterday all the smoke detectors in the house had that little discreet little beep that lets you know, hey, this battery needs replaced. And if you're not in the mood to get out, you better be prepared to be hearing a bunch of beeps for a while. But luckily, there's only about 6 or 7 smoke detectors in the house. So after a while, they sound like a song. I'm just kidding. It sounds like a bunch of smoke detectors, if you ask me. And no, we don't use smoke detectors as a timer for cooking. Okay, okay. Some people do that. I'm definitely not a cook. I can burn the salad. That's a joke, people. Come on. I've only burned a salad twice. And I keep meaning to repair those chip outs off the air, but I keep forgetting because I don't even think about this until I'm ready to do a live stream. So, dag blabbit, they're still sitting there. But they could have been glued up all this time and all solid and everything, ready for sanding. But no, we don't want to be all prepared and stuff. Now it's time for Chris Nealon and Mac Pierce to go to their room. Talking about all gross stuff. My God, this is a family show, man. Jesus, I'm kidding. But you're still welcome to go to your room because I don't want to be the only one that has to do that. Although my meds make me tired, I hate it when I take a late nap because I didn't lay down till around 11 a.m., but I slept till 7 p.m. and then was getting other stuff done, and then here we are doing a relatively later than usual live stream. So I feel like I wasted my day, but I got stuff done before I laid down. Just saying. And ordinarily I'd be up all night, but since I forgot to take my meds, that fog will probably make me go back to sleep when we're done here. Any of you ladies want to tuck me in? What? I just lost 8 viewers there. That's a joke. No offense to you gentlemen. I just don't want to be tucked in by a man. Just saying. That's just me. To each their own. I'm just not a homosexual. I think another reason I'm sleeping a lot lately, if I'm out in the heat too long, it knocks me on my tailbone and it makes me sleep pretty hard there. Takes me a couple days to recuperate, but by God, I'm a working man. Well, in between all the breaks, so I don't die. Although I'm sure a couple people wouldn't be bothered by that. Oh, Charles is gone. And then a week later, I remember old Charles. Yeah, good thing he's gone. You think you got a friend? Just saying. You're changed too. People are telling me they don't like you. You changed. Cry me a river, Cletus. Little moody little bastard. Alrighty then. Hello, Jason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could have sworn I said 10 earlier, but I know I've done more than 3 cuts. We got 9 more cuts. I think I might have combined some earlier when I was counting. I didn't mean to uh, tease you, but hello, Jason. Jason is the French way of saying Jason. That's a joke. I have no idea how to say Jason in French, but Jason sounds like a good educated guess. One way to say "Hey Charles Deering" in redneck is "Hey Stupid." Come on now, that's pure humor right there. Well, never. All right, maybe not. I'm mainly babbling right now to keep myself awake, so we at least get done with the damn bird. Yeah, I am highly entertaining myself. You're welcome. And I just felt another void in the woods, so I gotta slow down so we don't screw up. Oh, why that? Hell no, it's been too long. Let's break a blade. Dag blabicus. Take a drink, yeah. It sure is funny when Charles breaks blades. I'm kidding. I do break a lot, but these things happen. I never claimed to be an expert. Yeah, but I have fun doing what I do, by God. Well, that vibrator's so dang much, I have to re-tighten it. Frank. Well, you don't have to drink alcohol. I drink Dr. Pepper, just saying. Mostly I probably didn't know that. I have this thing for Dr. Pepper. You know what? This sounds like a good time for a refreshing swig of Dr. Pepper with 23 authentic flavors. Just saying. Yeah. Oh, that's some good stuff. Just saying. Dr. Pepper, if you ever watch this, I wouldn't mind like a $2,000 a month income to promote you. Just saying. And they're going to say, why would we pay you that much when you're already promoting us? Well, I don't think things through before I talk, so that's why. All right? I used to be making 2,000 a month through, and yes, I'm being random here and very, very blunt and open. Used to be making 2,000 a month with the owner of Bear Woods, but he turned out to be an arrogant butthole, so I ended that. Well, it was sort of mutual. I won't sell my dignity for a sponsorship and money. Okay. And it's only the owner. The company itself is I, and so are the products and the employees. But yeah, we've never been over this, have we? Nah, I don't want to sing it. I don't have enough energy. And I'll try to stop breaking these expensive blades. I've already broken two in this little short live stream, dag blabbit. Anybody that thinks, man, that was tacky for him to talk smack about another individual on a live stream, well, I've never claimed to be a professional. I am who I am. And it's not slander if it's truth, so there's that. Excuse me. Good job, Bird. Thank you, Jason. There's a call for you, free of charge. You're welcome. Means I probably need to light another cigarette. It's probably what that means. But I'm trying to find a pilot hole. I can only do one thing at a time now. Come on now. And I can barely do that. Just saying. Now watch me lay back down and then wake up at 2 in the morning wide awake. Now the meds I take, I could just take them when I do wake up, but then that throws off my schedule of taking my meds. I usually take them around 3 in the morning or when I first wake up, but I can't do that or it'll throw off my schedule. Yes, I'm usually awake at 3 in the morning. Go figure. But if I'm not, when I wake up, if it's daylight, I'll take them. But if it's like midday or later, I don't because I don't want to screw up the schedule of taking them. And now you know my personal life. One, two, three, four more cuts, unless I've missed one. On the bird anyway, the tree still has to be done, but we'll probably end on this live stream after these 4 cuts. Because Charlie's tired. I know that y'all didn't know that, but and yes, Charlie sometimes refers to himself in the third person. It's rare, but y'all got to witness it. You're welcome. That's weird because I'm not the third person. I'm the only one here. Come on now. Charlie thinks that's weird too. 27 Celsius, hot in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Weather report by Jason Richelaw. According to the little thing at the bottom of my computer, it says 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Clear here in Gatesville, Texas, but that's probably not accurate. Hi, Russ. Welcome back. Oh, God almighty, I'm tired as hell. Two more cuts. Yeah. Really? Somebody just now popping in, and I'm about to end the damn live stream. But better late than never. Ladies and gentlemen, Blister. Hello, Mr. Russ Meadows. I cannot hear you, seriously. If you're, cannot hear you. I'm dead serious. You're still talking, but I still can't hear you. Means you probably, I think he just cussed. But whatever you're saying, he's probably messing with me, though. But no, because his belly moved. He's laughing. So, well, at least he gets an A for showing up. But it's, we can't hear him. He has to mess with those audio settings. That happens every now and then. I have to peek over every now and then. See if he's still there. Now, I never joke with you about audio crap, Russ. So if I do suddenly hear you, I will tell you. Except I only have two more cuts on this live stream. But I don't feel right just running off when my homie just showed up, Dave Blabby. Really? Wait, that might not be a break. It just came out of the clamp. So put your drinks back down, you celebratory bastards. I see Russ laughing, but we still can't hear you, Cletus. He's cussing right there. I bet I almost put $1 on it. He didn't say hecky darn. I should have put more money on that because I'd probably been doing right now. I don't think anybody's ever said hecky darn on this show except for me. We just lost Russ. That's horrible. He may try to come back in, but since I said I was in the live stream soon, he may not. Guess we'll all find out at the same time. Because I got one more cut. But I don't want to just run off when Russ comes in, because people like the Russ man. You're welcome to drink. It's just not an automatic because of the blade didn't break. Just saying. But I'm not one to stop a fella or a woman from drinking. As a matter of fact, I often aspire drinking. Of course, I just drink Dr. Pepper, but some of y'all probably know that. All right, that is the final cut of this live stream, unless y'all bribe me with thousands of dollars, which is not likely to happen on either case because I am tired as all get out. But by God, I hope y'all appreciated this 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 18 seconds of glory. I appreciate y'all dropping by. If you're not subscribed already, I hope you consider it. Click on that bell. Click on the word all. You won't miss any excitement. But I appreciate you stopping by. Sorry for ending so suddenly, but I'm all kinds of tired and I don't want to fall asleep on my live stream. Y'all be good. If not, well, talk to me about it. And in the meantime, y'all scroll on, okay? Scroll on.